What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on the model farm. Thought we'd give you another update here. I just kind of like doing these videos here just to kind of show you what's kind of changed on the model farm from time to time and what I'm working on. We used to do a lot more like videos of me building the stuff, and a lot of it's kind of coming to an end here on building, and it's kind of just like some small updates, some changes in equipment moving around. I just kind of wanted to do these videos. I just kind of enjoy doing them, talking about what's going on the model farm. So right over here, obviously we're not actually into harvest season yet. I just have the combine over here. This little section is not. We're just gonna pretend that it doesn't exist compared to the whole rest of the farm. The whole rest of the farm is like kind of has a story going on right now. This is work in progress over here. So the combine and the corn head is sitting over here because I've been working on this cornfield here. I've been putting all these toothpicks in. This is like 7, probably 8 hours worth of toothpicks going in here for corn stalks. We got 16 rows going this way, and then we got the rest of the rows going that way, and then some will curve around, and then some will start going into straight rows right there. But got the live corn, like we're just finishing up with harvest, so that's kind of this area. Like I said, got these rows coming down here, and then they will eventually curve and follow the edge of the yard to go back to the edge of the field, which is right over there. So that's kind of what's going on here, what I've been working on. I'm just pretty much taking toothpicks, and since we got the foam board here, we're poking them all in, and it's looking pretty good. I'm going to eventually fill in with some sawdust or some leaves of the corn or something like that to look like trash coming out of the combine eventually. Once we kind of get all of our toothpicks in here finalized, I'd say we're probably 50% done at least. Just got this little corner here to go, so it's not too bad. But on to other things on the farm. Just finished up our tractor pulling season, so the tractor pulling tractor is unloaded there, sitting out front of the shop. The Ripper, 2730 Ripper, is in the shop right now. We're getting that all ready to go for harvest. So got the grain carts hooked up. I don't remember if I showed this off in the last video, but the 8RT's hooked up to the Brent 1319, and the 8400's hooked up to the Brent, or the JNAM 1112, and the Case Combine 7150 is sitting out there. Now, I told you guys when we got this combine that we were going to trade in the Case one, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking both of them here on the farm, so we're going to run this one, which I still need to work on the decal, but is going to be based on an S670 instead of an S680, and then we'll have the 7150. So we're going to be running 2 Class 7 combines with 8-row corn heads. The Case has got a 35-foot grain head. The S680 comes with a 40-foot. I really wish I had a 30-foot, or 35-foot, but I can't really find a 35-foot, so we're going to have to run with the 40-foot right now, and hope the S670's got a little extra power. But 6210R is hooked up to the Brent 657Q gravity wagon. We're going to run that on there for the time being for this fall. We've kind of rounded out hay season, so the hay equipment, the 2 rakes, and the mower sitting back here because we pulled the Ripper in there. The Ripper was sitting in this area before, but Ripper's in there for now. Hay stuff is kind of moved back here. The baler got thrown in the shed here in the cold storage shed. The Ganuzzi forage box got brought out because we actually don't use this for forage. We use it to haul grain in the fall, so we're going to be using that here pretty soon. Working on finishing, cleaning out the last little bit of the bins here. So everything's going along there. Got our beautiful little farm all there. I don't remember if I showed that off last video or not. Coming back here, though, to this side of the farm, got our flatbed unhooked for the year since we're done pulling. Then over here, we're working on corn silage. So got the D21 hooked up to the forage box, and the 4010 on the blower, and we're getting a load blew up there into the silo. Also have our Ganuzzi bale trailer over there. I finally actually got one, and orders have slowed down a little bit on the bale trailer, so I was actually able to finally keep one. So we got one loaded down with bales over by the cattle over there. So over here on the other side of the farm now, the 4430 has been on the batwing all summer, but we're working on kind of getting some row ditches finished up with that before we get into harvest. Harvest will be here real soon. It'll come quick, but at least we're getting all the grain cart, both the grain carts and the combine all ready to go. Here's the other side of the forage harvester, blown up into the harvester silo. So that silo we use to put silage in. This one is a little grain silo, so we'll go ahead and put some corn in there to mix in with the cattle feed. I have been working on their water bowl here, and I think it's actually turning out pretty good using the epoxy. It's taken a couple coats and had to fill in some bubbles, but I think it's working pretty good, and the cattle are chilling there with that. And moving on here to our silage setup, because we are doing some silage here on the farm. We're not extremely fancy when it comes to the silage. We don't have a big chopper. We've kind of just always run this little 2-row pull type John Deere. We're running it on the 4450. Great fit. Got the other chopper box here. We're heading back from the field while they're getting that load all blew up into the silo here. Spray trailer's unhooked. We probably need to find a better place for the spray trailer, to be honest. But kind of right now, it's just kind of sat there. Overall, we have a lot of equipment on this farmyard where we keep accumulating more, it seems like. Like we just added that little red tractor. The bale trailer's here now, and we got the pulling tractor that showed up this summer, and 2 grain carts and 2 combines. Very full farmyard. And we're kind of running out of indoor space, so some of the stuff has to sit outside from time to time, and a lot of it's sitting outside right now just because, like, I like to replicate like a day working on the farm. Like, not everything's inside while we're working a day on the farm. We're getting everything ready to go, so everything's outside right now. It just gives it a little more lived-in look than putting everything back in the sheds all the time. So love that. We are going to be getting into harvest here pretty soon. So if you follow Model Deer Farmer on Instagram, you'll be getting lots of model farming updates on their with harvest coming around, and the semis over there pulling last of our corn out of the bins to get that all ready to go, get the bin set up, our whole grain set up there. Pretty good looking grain setup, if I do say so myself. So that'll be getting used here pretty soon. I'm really liking the cornfield. I think it's really going to turn out good. I'm really excited to get it all done. I got a lot done yesterday. Like, before yesterday, I was like only had that done, and I got like all of that done yesterday, which took a really long time, but it's looking really good, and I think it's amazing. Also, we improved the lighting. I used to just have 1 light. I have 3 lights on top of here now. So the farmyard's a little brighter, and it's kind of nice because we used to just have one running this way in the center, and so like on the side of the shed where the combine was, it was really dark. I mean, it's still decently dark over here because that's just how it is, but the farm display overall is a lot brighter. There's still some shadows some places, like over here, there's just a little bit of shadow. There's a little bit of shadow right there. I mean, but I think it's looking better now. We got lots of lighting here. So I think it's all working out pretty good, but that's about it for this one on the model farm update. I really am getting excited to kind of set some more stuff up for harvest here, get the combines all looking ready to go. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a like. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the race to 5,000 subscribers. So if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. But I hope you guys all have a great day and keep on model farming, and we'll see y'all in the next one.